Ah! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey! It's you again! I'm so happy to see you! Do you remember me? Well, that's right! I am the Wardrobe of Wonder! I'm so glad you remember me! I remember you too! Camel, meet my friends! Well, he's usually very nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look! It's Esther and her cousin Mordecai. I'm so glad you're here. I have a great story to share with you today. Ew, yuck! Now you can't even see!
Esther, what are you doing?
There, that's better.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's okay. You missed me.
I know. Well, do you know what time it is?
No, well, what time is it?
It's time for the Big God Story.
Oh, that's a great idea. Hey, friends, God is mighty to save. Now, whenever you hear those words, clap and cheer as loudly as you can. All right? Why don't we give it a try together, okay? God is mighty to save. Yeah, there you go. Hey, that's great. Okay, so remember to yell and cheer every time you hear the words, God is mighty to save. Hey, very good. You didn't forget. Okay, friends, this is the powerful and mighty King Xerxes. God let my cousin, the beautiful Esther, find favor with King Xerxes, and how God even let her become the queen of all of Persia. And then God allowed me, Mordecai, to hear of a plot by some bad men against the king. But God used Esther and me to save his life. Now, not long after that, King Xerxes decided to honor a man named Haman. All the people bowed to Haman wherever he went. But I refused because I'm one of God's people and I bow only to God. Well, this made Haman angry, and he made a plan to get rid of all of God's people. I got very sad and worried, but you know what? Queen Esther was very brave. Even though Esther was scared, she knew that God is mighty to save. Good job. So Queen Esther prayed, and she asked God what he wanted her to do to help his people. And not only that, but she also asked all of God's people to pray too. After Esther and God's people prayed, God heard the prayers of his people, and he told Esther what she needed to do. She trusted God because, remember, she knew that God is mighty to save. So, Esther went to the powerful King Xerxes and to Haman, and she invited them to a great big feast that she would prepare for them. Xerxes and Haman were very happy to be invited to such a great feast. Well, Queen Esther worked hard to prepare a wonderful meal full of all the king's favorite foods. King Xerxes and Haman were amazed when they saw the meal Queen Esther had made for them.
I am amazed. Food. Esther, you have made me very happy. You can have whatever you like. Up to half the kingdom.
Well, I am very disturbed, King Xerxes.
Why?
Well, a very bad man has made a very bad plan to hurt my people.
Who would do such a thing to the people of the Queen of the King?
It was him!
Him?
King Xerxes became very angry. He stomped out of the room. And Haman, well, he became very frightened.
Please, I beg you, Queen Esther, don't let the king be angry with me. I'll do anything. Anything!
But it was too late. King Xerxes had already made up his mind, and no one ever heard from Haman again. God's people were safe once again. Do you know what that means? God heard the prayers of his people and he saved them. God used Esther to serve God and his people. She might have been scared, but she trusted God enough to ask him what she needed to do, and then she did it. You know why God was able to save his people? That's right, because God is mighty to save. No problem is too big for God. And you know what else? Just like God heard the prayers of Queen Esther and his people, God hears your prayers too, and he is still mighty to save. Wow, don't you just love hearing how God used his servants to save his people? God is so good and he's so faithful. Now, where did that wardrobe go? I guess I better go find him. Bye, friends.